Bang, bang. What's up? I'm here with the beautiful and intelligent and sometimes funny, but not always funny, Anthony Pompliano. Welcome to the Polina Marinova Pompliano show.
All right, guys, what's going on? Lunch money time. While Wall Street's trying to get rich, the rest of us just trying to get lunch money right. Sorry for the blooper there in the beginning.
That was not a blooper.
I think it was.
That was not.
Don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi. Get money, get paid. Go open an account. What's today? Today's the 17th. You got one more day left till July 18th. Use the link in the description. Open an account. If you fund it, you will earn 2x as much interest in the month of August. You can earn up to 8.6% APY on an annual basis. No brainer. Go do it. Click on the damn link. Let's go. What's going on with homes?
Okay. June home construction jumps 17.3% when states reopened. So construction of U.S. homes jumped that much in some states, but the pace still lags last year after the spring's massive slowdown in building activity.
Yeah, so construction basically got shut down all over the country. And
why is this surprising at all?
Well, it's only 17% jump month over month, I think. It's not year over year, but it is up almost 20% since the month before, right? In the month of May. So what is more interesting to me is, one, homes are getting built. That's great. But two is home prices continue to rise. And so what you're seeing is there's this explosion of construction, new home purchases, and used home purchases, all because cheap capital is flooding the market.
Right. But is that true everywhere that home prices are on the rise?
Home prices are on the rise. Nationally, for sure. I'm sure there's certain areas where they're down and certain areas where it's up, but nationally, home prices are up. In places like New York City, obviously, you're seeing apartment prices drop because there's so many vacancies. But again, this is what happens. And it's also different markets, right? Like people ask me a lot of time about real estate. I don't talk too much about it, but take, for example, a place like New York City, and then let's talk about Georgia, for example, right? In Georgia, there's not a ton of international money that was flowing into the state of Georgia single family homes over the past 5 years. It was, Americans buying homes. Just people here that live here in America, right? They were buying homes. In New York City, though, there was tons of international money flooding in, right? Especially from Asia. And they were buying up properties, sometimes not even living in them. They were just investment properties or just a store of wealth type play. But what happened was, as that boom occurred over, call it 2012, 13, 14, 15, and into like 16 and 17, building manufacturers and builders and developers said, wait a second, look at all this money that's sloshing around. Let's go build tons of buildings. And so they started to ramp up production. But by the time that all this stuff came online, all of the international money, because of capital controls and other reasons, started to actually dissipate. Yeah. And so now you've got a surplus of building, but you've got not as much capital demand for it. And so you get prices crashing. Yeah. The opposite is actually happening in the U.S. single family home market, which is there's a surplus of demand. A lot of people don't know this. Over 200,000 homes per year is the deficit of the building that we do. So there is, to keep track or keep pace with the demand for single family homes in the United States, we would have to produce 200 to 250,000 more homes than we already do. Wow. And so you're getting less supply, increased demand, and of course you're going to get prices going up because of that. Sound good?
Great.
Awesome. Let's go to the cruises.
The CDC bans U.S. cruises through September due to ongoing outbreaks on ships. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting on cruises anytime soon. I think that September's generous.
How much would somebody have to pay you to get on a cruise right now?
I've never been on a cruise, one, because I get seasick. So literally you don't have enough money, especially right now. I mean, I would do it for like $1 billion, but who has that kind of money to put me on a cruise,
Well, the cruise lines might spend $1 billion to incentivize people to come on the cruises.
Not $1 billion.
Not for an individual, but yeah. What do you think their marketing budget is going to look like when they try to get people to come back on the cruises?
That is so crazy. Yeah, the agency's no sail order was set to expire on July 24th, but troubling COVID data from vessels forced the CDC to issue an extension. Well, first of all, let's think about this. One, there's a whole bunch of people on a cruise all in the same space. Two, they're generally older. So then that's a whole different issue. And three, it's like you can't get off.
True.
I don't know. It's just a terrible situation.
You're usually stuck inside, right? You
Yeah.
can go outside, but you're spending a lot of time inside. The other thing too is it's really hard to keep them clean. They're so big, and how many people are you going to actually have as part of the cleaning crew, right? Just increase your cost. Do we think the cruise lines survive?
I think some fail, but like the big ones survive.
Bankruptcies are coming.
I'm telling you, I know people who like will go on a cruise the second they can.
Will Evo?
No.
All right. I know people who are already trying to go on the cruises. They're talking about booking them right now.
Who are you talking about?
You. What's going on with JetBlue?
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Do your little shtick. American Airlines.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Do it.
Hey, American Airlines is the best airline.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm Team Delta.
Fact. You know why? You know why I know that? Because JetBlue and American Airlines are teaming up.
That's not okay. So American Airlines and JetBlue are partnering to allow the airlines to sell seats on each other's flights and share frequent flyer benefits. Why?
This is smart. It's called bundling. They're literally bundling their services together. Although they don't call it that. That's what they're doing.
But why are they doing that? Because
now all of a sudden, if I basically say, all right, if you're an American Airlines executive platinum member, I don't know who would do that, and you want to fly on American, there's not always flights everywhere. So you can fly on JetBlue now and use your points or acquire points, do all that kind of stuff. I'm more likely now to use JetBlue than any other airline because they're partnered up with American Airlines. Vice versa is also true. So if I was on JetBlue and American, so that you basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find another airline that doesn't have a ton of overlap with you, but has enough overlap where they're similar types of customers, but you don't go and say, oh, 90% of our customers are shared. And that's basically what bundling economics does. They're not officially doing it, and either one, announcing it as a bundle, or two, they're not merging the businesses. But by offering this like joint product, they're essentially testing the water. It wouldn't surprise me if this works to see others go and follow it, and also maybe combine the companies.
A lot of international airlines do this, I know, but I think this is one of the first American partnerships. Sorry. Do you know why I like JetBlue?
That was the most polite cough in the world.
That wasn't a cough. I was clearing my throat. Do you know why I like JetBlue?
Why?
Because
they have lights.
What?
They have the blue light on inside.
Oh no, I don't think that's a thing.
Kind of feels like Vegas.
They have free Wi-Fi, and they have so many snacks they give you. They like one time I was on a flight, they gave me like 3 Cheez-Its. I was like, do I need all this?
Just
sure.
3 Cheez-Its or 3 bags of Cheez-Its?
3 bags of Cheez-Its.
Only 3 Cheez-Its would be kind of not a great snack.
They're just the best.
You want to know the most disappointing part of the airline decision?
What?
They're not doing alcohol service anymore.
Yeah, is that because people get rowdy and want to socialize?
COVID.
And and COVID. And
no, they don't want to have to engage. Like they don't want the staff to engage with all the people. Hopefully, it comes back. Imagine if you had to take long flights with no alcohol.
It's not like you drink that much on flights. Like, come on. Okay, so
I only do it when she's not there. All right, what's going on Netflix? When you're not there, I'm like the life of the party.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. You're still the life of the party even when I'm there. Today in the elevator, I called him Chatty Cathy because we cannot go anywhere without you chatting somebody up.
I'm nice to people.
Literally, they don't want to talk, and he's chatting. He's that.
What do you mean they don't want to talk?
He's that person on the flight that you have your headphones in, and he's like, "Hey."
You mean the guy that is at the front desk that when we walk by talks to us every time, and I respond while everyone else is an asshole and walks by them?
No, you don't respond. You start the conversation. Okay.
I don't think saying hi is starting a conversation. All right, what's going on Netflix?
So if you ever see him anywhere, chat him up. He'll be more than happy to.
Please don't do that.
Netflix.
That's not funny.
Netflix's elevation of Ted Sarandos to co-CEO pushes the company closer to its true home, Hollywood. So, okay, hold on a second. Haven't we learned the lesson that co-CEOs don't always make for a great time leadership in a company?
Ted's been at Netflix for 20 years.
Okay.
He's the head of content. And the whole idea here is this is morphing from a technology company to a content company. And they've won. Plain and simple. Netflix won. But yesterday, stock was down almost 10%, I think. 5%, something like that.
Why?
Big numbers. Well, 2 reasons. One, Ted was announced as co-CEO. Not really,
Sorry,
but that's pretty
Ted.
funny. I saw somebody tweet and say, damn, rough first hour on the job because they got announced the stock dropped. No, it's because of earnings. So they underperformed what people thought. And of all people, you know who had a great call on this? Mr. Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports. So all of these analysts were expecting, oh, COVID, Netflix is going to be exploding. So many people are going to be signing up for Netflix, yada, yada, whatever. And Dave said what is true. He goes, you're telling me that you went through the first 3 months of COVID with no Netflix, and then all of a sudden you're like, I think I should go get Netflix now. Like, I think now's the time to do it in this quarter. Of course not. So what ended up happening was everyone was expecting this, monster quarter. They did pretty well, but it didn't live up to expectations, and therefore the stock dropped.
I read somewhere that Netflix was like telling people, no, we have enough content to make it through 2020. Not 2020.
Yeah, they added 10 million subscribers in the second quarter.
That's crazy.
And have almost 200 million total subscribers. Think about that for a second. 10 million people signed up in the second quarter.
How much did they charge right now? Is it $10 or $15?
No, it's more than that. Great signal for a great bundling business. Talk about bundling here, where they've taken all these pieces of content, put it behind a paywall. They start out $9.99. Actually, a lot of people don't know this. Netflix actually started out much more expensive, and they dropped the price, and then they started raising it again. I think that it started out $9.99, and then once they hit a certain tipping point and people were locked in, they weren't going to leave, then they started to raise the price. So I think now it's like $13.99 maybe, or $12.99, something like that. $12.99. Yeah, see, I read the internet.
Wow, that's not bad. I mean,
it's not, but it's also a 33% increase in price, right? So are you just doing free advertising for Starbucks right there? Hey, Starbucks, call me. No, we don't need to do this advertising. So they raised the Netflix price by 33%. So for a company that's doing hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, literally you're just creating revenue out of a simple price change.
But it's so global that, like, remember when we were in Bulgaria, my 17-year-old cousin is like watching Netflix, and
of course.
It's pretty crazy.
Well, 192 million subscribers. If that was just the U.S., that would be almost 2/3 of the American population, right? So every two out of every 3 people. So obviously it's not. All right, what's going on with Flip? What the hell is Flippy?
Okay, so White Castle is testing a burger grilling robot named Flippy. Also, guys, we adopted a new robot friend into our household yesterday. I think he's too traumatized to talk about it, but I'll talk about it.
Yesterday, there's a robot in my house chasing me around.
He got on the couch. He was so scared.
Tell him what it is. What's it called?
Roomba. So we got a Roomba, and it began to, clean. But for some reason, it kept going where Anthony was, and he got scared and he started running. It literally was
chasing me.
It goes like 8 miles an hour. No, not even, like 0.8 miles an hour.
It literally was chasing me. Everywhere I went in the house, it kept showing up and hit me in the feet. So I just got on the couch. I was like, yo, leave me alone, dude.
Yeah, and then
go back to your little port.
He was on a call, and I was like, it's not gonna make any noise. And I started beeping and talking and like making a bunch of noise.
All right, so White Castle has a burger flipping
robot story. So then I had to tell it to go back to its home, and it was just a really sad day for me. But okay, so White Castle is introducing a burger grilling robot, and it might flip the entire restaurant industry.
I'm an investor in a robot restaurant.
Okay, nobody cares. Okay,
no, I am. Beta Box. Go check it out.
Oh.
No, for real.
Huh.
It's a big ass robot. This is the White Castle robot you see on the screen here. But basically the one we invested in has a big arm, and it makes breakfast sandwiches and coffee, and you can order ahead on your phone. And then when you walk to it, it basically has a port, and it tells you which one is yours. And then you go and you just grab whatever the sandwiches that you ordered and the coffee. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We invested like 2 years ago.
That's cool.
Lots of big investors in it.
Flippy is an automated kitchen assistant, and it's going to start in Chicago in September. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people are obviously worried that the robots will take away the human jobs. But I think this is more of like in times of COVID, a tactic so that people won't touch the food. That's how they're presenting it. But
the whole industry is going to become robots. Of course. By the way, the robots are better at the job than the humans. Sometimes. Humans don't like to say that, but no, of course they are. It's a robot. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't complain. Doesn't show up late. Doesn't ask for a raise, and doesn't get sick. And it has quality control. So yes, you have to get the robot to the place where, okay, it understands exactly what to do. But once you perfect, okay, flip the burger every time the same way, all that kind of stuff, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on with the island? We should get a robot in here, but not a Roomba thing. We should get one that makes me food. All right, what's going on with islands?
Make yourself food. An entire island off the Irish coast sells for 6.3 million after only a video tour. So a 157-acre private island just sold, and the buyer never actually visited it. How much money do you have to spend 6.3 million on an island? Just be like, whatever.
Damn.
It's a lot.
6.3 million isn't that much money for an island.
But I don't think there's like anything on this. There's like 6
they have
guest
photos
houses.
of it?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, there's 6 houses.
They got a 4,500 square foot, 6-bed property with 157 acres for $6 million.
Well,
damn.
Between 1820,
how do you find they got other islands for sale?
Between 1820 and 1874, Horse Island was home to a thriving copper industry with a population peak of 137 people.
Damn.
Look at how cute this is.
They got any other islands out there?
We'll
look. If anyone knows of any islands for sale, hit me up. I'm in the market for buying an island.
Since when? Okay, I'm gonna send you to the island.
That's fine. It'll be an escape from my new married life.
You've been married for like literally 5 days.
Okay. Guys.
All right.
That was a trap. That was a trap, and I avoided it.
Okay. So one more bonus one.
Okay.
Princess Beatrice.
Who's
she
that?
was supposed to have a big Buckingham Palace wedding this March, I think it was, or May. And she and her fiance just got married with 20 people there in a private ceremony.
Who is Princess Beatrice?
We've talked about this before. She's the one who like worked in New York in like finance or something, but she's actually a princess because she's William and Harry's cousin.
Did you know I'm a king?
No. But isn't that cool that people are doing all these like kind of mini elopement things?
No, this is stupid.
No, it's not.
Who cares about what this woman does?
She's 9th in line of succession. That is closer than you are.
No, I'm the king of my own kingdom. So I'm number 1. She's number 9.
Right. Anyway, I think it's cool they got married in the secret ceremony with only a few people, and they were like, "Screw the massive, royal wedding we were gonna have."
This might be an inappropriate question, but I see very quickly on the screen it says she is the elder daughter of Prince Andrew. Is Prince Andrew the Jeffrey Epstein Prince Andrew?
Oh, I think it is. It's okay.
My whole attitude just changed.
It's okay.
Why are they talking about her? Why are the articles not saying
she had nothing to do with her father's indiscretions?
But they should say the eldest daughter of a man who is accused.
Publicly disgraced Prince Andrew.
Yeah, the publicly disgraced. That's what we're gonna call him now. That's literally how we're going to describe him.
Well, there's no real like charges against him. He was just.
What are you talking about? There's a woman who literally is claiming that he raped her.
I know, but he hasn't been charged with anything yet.
An underage woman claims and has a photo with him.
That sucks.
And Gazelle Maxwell.
Not Gazelle.
What's her name? Ghislaine, Gazelle, whatever. Right. Go to jail.
All right. So, are you ready for my joke?
Yeah, hit me with your joke. I got a joke.
No.
All right.
Did you hear about the new restaurant called Karma?
No, I didn't hear. Are they open?
There's no menu. You just get what you deserve. That's
really?
A smile.
Really?
The restaurant Karma up in here every day.
Do you know why the pony couldn't sing the lullaby?
Wait, we've done that one before. Because it was a little horse.
Nice. I was trying to see if you remembered that one. That's going to be part of my stand-up routine. I'm going to walk out and say, hey, guys, I got no good jokes, but here's the bad ones. And then just rattle off all the jokes you've said. All right, guys, that's it for Lunch Money today. Well, while she's trying to get rich, the rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. Hopefully, Polina will stop wearing this Georgia shirt that she has on because everyone knows the Florida Gators are better. And we will talk to you on Monday. Please go out, have fun, wear a mask, be kind to each other, and go get money, get paid. See ya.
And talk to him if you see him. Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
you're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.